All right. This is probably the fifth time that I've tried to do this film. Super discouraging, if I'm being honest. Down hurts. But here we are. So today we're talking about optimizing by 1% every day. And the concept here is pretty simple, but it doesn't seem like it should work, but it has really been profound in my day-to-day over the last few days, weeks, something like that. Oh. The idea here is, and this is not my idea, this is, I think, James Clear. Pretty much if you improve a system by 1% every day for a year, you'll be 37x better. And on the reverse of that, if you degrade or you have a bad habit that gets worse by 1%, go ahead. You'll pretty much almost drop to 0%. And so what I've been doing is, or at least the goal for the day, was to really just go behind all of the habits that I've already started creating and spend an extra 1 minute in addition to the time. So if we look over here, when you wake up, return to the house, or enter office, or something along those lines, which I'm going to adjust this to just when I wake up for now. So you have Q. Oh. I'll give you a piece of cake. So for instance, I will make Lux a bottle for 1 minute. How could I improve that, with another minute? How can what can I do to the system? So maybe I put, dish soap by the sink where I wash his, or where I make his bottles, or maybe I move the station a little bit closer, or maybe I already have water in the bottle. So how can I just, by 1%, improve that? And so with all that stuff, so after Lux gets dressed, I will set up the Xbox in the living room for 58 seconds. So also changing the time, okay, instead of it being 1 minute, make it 58 seconds, 56 seconds, 54 seconds, improving little by little, changing the duration a little bit smaller because you're getting better. How I improved the Xbox setup was pretty much moving there's a plug behind this little thing that the Xbox sits on. And every time I do that every single morning, I have to reach behind and try to fish for it. So I move the table just slightly over, so that I can just plug it in, unplug. A very simple thing, but over and over again, you're thinking about optimizing, and these things start to add up. They start to compound. So that's the overall premise of the vlog, or the journal for today. So chapter 1. Yesterday I realized the true value of habits versus goals. Optimizing your systems by 1% each day is compounding. Goals just get you to the mark. Systems change your life. If you want to read more about that, that is linked here on my Medium. And also I made a video about that as well. Hey, buddy. You can sit with me. There we go.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, bub. Sit down.
Ow.
Oh, careful.
Dad, can I look controller?
You gotta finish your cake first, then you can play the Xbox. Oh, chapter 2. Nope, already got to that, right? No? Yes? Did I? Okay, that was chapter 2. No, that was chapter 1. There we go. Chapter 2. Today I want to optimize all my habit systems by 1%. I want to take an extra minute for each task before it begins and think and put into action ways to improve that task / habit just a fraction. Yep, just talked about that. So chapter 3, doubts how this could fail. By adding an additional minute to the task that by adding an extra minute, it makes pretty much all the tasks, most of the tasks, if you look here, increase doubly.
It's also doubly.
Doubly. A funny word. Doubly. Which obviously can make it so that I don't really get to the end of the task.
About 5 minutes.
About 5 minutes. I can get overwhelmed easily. I did get overwhelmed yesterday quite a bit. Let's go wash our hands. Pretty much by adding an extra minute, I'm doubling each of the tasks, and the chances of failure are pretty high because getting through these amount of like habits, that's crazy. I also want to add a couple new habits to the list, which is more crazy, which is probably not the best idea. Chapter 4. Here is the game plan. If there's a task request by kids or wife or dog or cats that take less than 2 minutes, do it. Just go ahead and make it happen. And this is called the 2-minute rule. I didn't make it, but I'm finding it super highly impactful in my life. So the theory here is this. Focus somewhere in there. Let's say Titan, just now, asked me for cake. I could say, no, I'm making a video, which is valid. I can do that in a little bit. But the thing here is that getting that would take less than 2 minutes, right? Go to the fridge, get the thing out, put it on a plate, boom, boom, boom. Without all the groveling, without all the, I don't want to do this. It would take about 2 minutes. And so if, on the other hand, if I decide to put that off, right, say, okay, after my film, now 2 things have to happen. 1, I have to store that in my memory to remember to get him something after this. He is also hearing the word no. No, not right now. And a big thing that I want to improve this year is the amount that I say yes to everything that is important, or the requests or the things that the people that depend on me need. That, whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. And so that's a no, and that's also a wait. And then also, it's going to take me another 2 minutes. So I'm going to have that mental capacity. I'm going to have that mental block in my head for just that one task. There's a bajillion tasks that pop up as you're a parent that you're saying, wait, no, later. And then you have to keep a cache of all that. So better to just do it now. Do it real quick. Come back to it. Boom. Yes, it does break focus. Yes, there is that tax. So figure out what your balance is. 2, look at small gains and fix them. That's the plan today. Just not today, but yesterday, really. But today was supposed to be to find small gains. Look at small gains and fix them, and then optimize queues for better workload. Meaning that when you wake up at 4 a.m., or when you enter the car to leave, or when you park, or when you enter the house from a drive, all those things, just being much more mindful of those cues and then doing the thing at hand. So that is pretty much the idea. That's the whole premise behind it. I can tell you, I do want to write this out, but I can tell you that I was doing good at first, but yesterday was a pretty hard. I didn't really get through much optimization. I got through some optimization, but I think what's holding me back right now is like in programming, there's good code and there's bad code. And code can get you to the end result. It can do the thing you need, but bad code or non-optimized code a lot of times has duplicate like variables in it, or has things that could be written into functions that would be better allocated. This right here, as I look at it, these are all the things that I'm pretty much doing on a day-to-day basis and things that I'll be adding in. But I can write this better so that my cues are easier to remember, so that there's not as much repeat in here, or that I make sure this is called a habit stack, if you're also wondering. So I could make a task that says, I will journal for 1 minute or for however long. That is a habit. That is something to do. But what you can do is you can create a stack that after I do this, after I do that, after I do that. So it's like that's the cue. The cue is after chapter 1. So, and I'm done with chapter 1, my brain automatically thinks, oh, chapter 2. Or after chapter 7, I will post a Facebook post to Facebook. Long story short, this needs a good bit of cleanup. It's very good. It's definitely 1% better than it was yesterday, but definitely needs some cleanup so that the stacks aren't so long, and some things I think just need to fall off. If I'm being honest, I can't do everything, and that's a habit. That's not a habit. That's a thing that I try to do. 6 would be pretty much what did I lose? What was the I can actually write this down. Edit. We can actually write this down right this second real quick. So chapter 5 is technically, got what you wanted, right? So I was able to optimize multiple systems yesterday, and the morning routine to get the kids to school dramatically decreased in time. I also enjoyed hanging up laundry with my wife while watching trash TV, aka Sister Wives. It took us a fraction of the time. So that's a win. That's a big win, right? What did I lose? I feel like I lost my orientation. I felt off kilter yesterday. Maybe not. Let's not use the word yesterday, because this is technically the day. I was able to optimize multiple systems in the morning. I lost my orientation. I felt off kilter, trying to do so much at once. There are times when multiple cues happen at the same time, and it's hard to know which one comes first, or if one should be canceled out due to priority need. Okay, chapter 7 is returning to normal life. So if we write this is what was the heavy cost. Chapter 8 is return to normal life. enjoyed a romantic date night with the wife, and it was a vibe. I think systems and then 8 is changed. How did you change? I'm feeling more confident in my actions and what I have time or don't have time for. I see the improvement in my marriage, my kids, and my work. I really want to lean further into consistency and being dependable for the long run versus big sprints that fizzle. Cool. Anyways, you didn't have to watch, listen, whatever. But that's the overall thing. I think that this is good. This is good enough. This, as you could tell, I'm a little bit frazzle-dazzled. Just because it's pretty much making this specific film. Films are hard to fit within this batch because you can fit them in you can do that, but it's sometimes I just want to talk to the camera, vibe out, and I do still have other things to do within the stack. So if you look here at the stack, this is when you sit down at desk somewhere. Right here, I will download an archive film. After that, I will make a film for 4 minutes, and then this is 25 minutes later. So this, maybe we can double this or quadruple this to 16 minutes. Just adjusting. All right, cool. I think that's all I got, man. Man, woman, whatever, guy, person, human, earthling. I will see you guys tomorrow. Want to vibe out and do my thing. Take care. Peace.